I am almost across the finish line. Almost. The hardest, longest endurance race of my life. I've been out on this race course for 22 years. It is the parenting marathon. And barring some terrible catastrophe, in 8 weeks, if he doesn't get arrested and convicted, my firstborn son will cross a stage, get a college diploma, and become a taxpayer. And I, for so many years, did not think that this was going to happen. I thought this story would end in prison. Not him, me, for killing him when he was a teenager. But time has passed, and I've mellowed. And when he was home for Thanksgiving, I realized all those firsts were over. The first smile, the first night he slept all the way through the night. He was 3, not months, years. And now all I have are a list of lasts. Soon it's going to be the last time he pulls into my driveway, engine roaring, brakes squealing. Soon there is going to be the last Sunday that I don't get up in the morning and step over the body of one of his drunken friends sleeping it off. I weep. But for 22 years, I've been a mom. And now that time is coming to an end, and I don't know what to be anymore. And so I did the only thing I could think of, and that is panic at Thanksgiving and decide that all those memories that we don't have, I was going to make up for it on one last family vacation to Miami. What could go wrong? I had such high hopes because this time no one was going to throw up in the back seat of the rental. No one was going to lose their shoe deep down in that ball pit. And no one was going to take the wrong suitcase home from the little conveyor. And I was going to have a new attitude. I wasn't going to micromanage them. We weren't going to see monkey jungle. We weren't going to see shit. If they were happy being in that hotel room playing video games, I was going to chill the hell out. We get to Miami. 15 minutes after we go into the hotel, they have assumed the position. They are flopped down on the bed. They are staring at a screen on the wall. They are staring at a screen in their laps. And they are staring at a screen in their hand. The only thing that's changed is the latitude. But I chill. I go for a walk on the beach, and I have my inner zen. And I'm doing really well until the next morning at the crack of 11, and they're still asleep. Because late adolescent, early adulthood have reverted to their native state. They are completely nocturnal. By 11 o'clock, someone my age, I have ridden my bike, taken my shower, eaten my lunch, and read War and Peace. And they are still asleep. But I have a new attitude. I am going to be chill. And I remember seeing in the elevator a sign that said, adult-only pool. And I remember that I am an adult. And I can go to this pool now because I don't have little kids who might drown. So I go up to the elevator, up to the 7th floor. I walk out onto that pool deck in my Land's End tankini in Miami Beach. If you don't know about the Land's End mom suit, it has slightly less coverage than a burqa. The bathing suit has SPF 50 because we're all real concerned about getting wrinkly asses. So I stride out onto that adult-only pool, and I see flesh. Lots of it. And not good flesh, just lots of it. Like sea lion flesh, like Hollow Beach Cove. And I think, these are my people. These are people in their 40s and 50s and up who have lived life and not ashamed of what they're wearing now. And I'm in my Land's End thing, right? So I go down to the gift shop, And once I realized that, no, I am not looking at the children's bathing suits, these are the adult women's bathing suits, I buy myself a bathing suit. And it is the equivalent of a dish towel and bungee cord. I still think I can do this. But I'm smart. I have 22 years of experience with children. I am not going to let them see me like this. So I go to the gym where they have a nice little locker room. And I put on that little teeny tiny bathing suit. And part of me is saying, you are naked. Have shame. So I took off my glasses so I couldn't see. Problem solved. The other side was saying, you go, girl. You can do this, right? It's just flesh, and it's adult flesh, and you're an adult, and you're going to go out there, and you're going to sit with the adults and have an adult drink and have an adult experience. Now, on this pool deck, first is the bar. Oh, thank God. First is the bar, and then I have to walk about 20 feet in one direction and make a hard turn right. So I'm not seeing really well. I mean, I can tell the difference between a tree and a chair, and I can tell the difference between a man and a woman, but I can't really see distinctly, but that's okay because I have a mojito in my hand and I have inner confidence. And I'm doing my little walk, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself, and I make it to that 90-degree turn, and I can see that there's a man approaching me. And we approach close enough that I have to say something. And I'm trying to think of something really quick, and nothing is coming to mind because that little voice is still saying, you're naked, and it's bad. So I think the only thing I can say is, nice view. And I'm going to be an adult in an adult body talking to another adult man, and I make that turn, and I start to say, nice. And I notice the tip of that man's nose is so damn familiar. And the upper lip is like so familiar. And by the time I get to, it's you, I am face to face with my son. And I am naked. I run in one direction, he runs in another direction. I throw on every beach towel that place has. And I sit there in pure mortification because I'm not sure how this is going to go when I have to face him later. So I have another drink. And I finally go back down to the hotel room, and he's sitting like this, and I'm sitting like this. And to this day, we have never mentioned that. The moral of this story is, I might be almost across that finish line, but there is no clear line between where I stop being a mom and where I get to be a woman again. And that kid is always going to remind me. Thank you.